set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears take over.
Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the #2 pick in 2017.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
DJ Goodson.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Trubisky's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Jimmy.
And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about that. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his 3rd season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous offseason getting ready for this one because he put the focus squarely on football and cut out a lot of the peripheral stuff. Just focused in on being the best quarterback and leader for his Cleveland Browns team. And now all he has to do, take care of the turnover issues of last year. 21 interceptions he threw, 2nd most in the NFL.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
third down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
The 11-yard line.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
6 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
from the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
from midfield now. Here's Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Bears nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The tackle by
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A first throw for the backup Foles. And he finds his tight end Graham.
Nick Foles in that quarter.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
To Jimmy Graham. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Here's Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's caught outright by Graham.
To Jimmy.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Bears 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's the backup Keenum. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
3rd and 14.
The first throw now for the backup Keenum. And the pressure gets to him again. Bilal Nichols picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections, how do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often, all those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more. Anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Foles. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Andrew Billings with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They run with Hunt.
The 25-yard line.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Now Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Browns
working from the gun. Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Peoples-Jones, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Keenum here again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Below Nichols, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 2nd and 9, Foles. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down.
Foles.
Yards to go.
And left side here, it's Graham.
Foles pass.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Foles with a throw caught by Patterson.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
This to Graham on the short pass. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Foles. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
For the field goal.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Keenum. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Yeah, he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime in our first. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. This is JoJo Natson.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Keenum. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
6 yards. It's third.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, here's Keenum. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Riley.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Hunt.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run again with Hunt. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Keenum now on first down. Now he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
Case Keenum sacked. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. Here's
Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Keenum.
At the 43-yard.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
They run with Patterson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. He was 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
A loss of 10.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Keenum, yeah, he'll find Hall. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Patterson on the carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Graham. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 45-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even changed game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Keenum. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Out of the gun, Keenum. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Keenum's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Hunt.
At the 48.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 43-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
17. Bears 6.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So Foles and the Bears now down by 11, a minute 46 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now Foles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Not much there, only a yard. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he puts it through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
That's good.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.